Hey everyone, hope you are well. I am sure many of you would have felt awesome and confident of getting the next call post an interview. But to your alas, the HR tells you that your candidature has been rejected. There is much more to cracking an interview process than giving an interview. As I mentioned in one of my videos, life is majorly governed by luck, at least in the short term. In this video, I would enunciate 5 reasons you are getting rejected even post acing your interviews. Point number 1, you might have given an awesome interview, answered all the questions perfectly, but maybe a more relevant profile got shortlisted by the evaluation panel. Take this as an example. Imagine you are appearing for a partnerships and alliances role for a large bank. You have extensive experience in partnerships, but maybe for a tech services company. You are able to answer all the partnerships related questions on how you would develop the funnel, which companies you are going to target, and so on. But then imagine there is a person who brings everything that you do, plus he brings more relevance on the table. That is, he has worked in the same role in a large competitive bank, in a large competitor bank. Chances are, even if you are good, that person will be given brownie points. Like this, there are many companies and many industries which have archaic and old hardcore eligibility criteria, and they will follow the same to no end. For instance, particularly for mid-level manufacturing, banking, industrial, government-based businesses, past experience matters a lot. And this is further getting stricter because there is so much supply of candidates and very less demand by companies. Point number 2. Another reason for your candidature getting rejected happens when you are appearing for a replacement position. Many things out of your control can happen here as well. Maybe the person whose shoes you are filling decides to stay on in the same company. Maybe someone else within the same company applied internally and being considered. Point number 3. It further worsens your chances if the existing employee or other aspirants for the potential role in the company comes at a reduced salary as compared to yourself. Companies, particularly loss-making and volatile with uncertain business models, or Lala companies, family-owned businesses, this is the biggest selection criteria sometimes, even if you are better as compared to the other aspirants. Point number 4. Many a times the other person just does not like you because of whatever his predisposition biases are. Does it happen with you that while taking an interview or while giving an interview, everything goes well, but you still don't get a very strong positive vibe? This is because you are different people as compared to the interviewer or interviewee, and people have a tendency to onboard candidates with whom they can relate to, with whom they can share their propensities, with whom they get a friendly feeling. Interviewers like to approve the candidates who are just like them, in other words. Point number 5. For how many of you the interview cycle goes on for several weeks? You give an interview and the next interview gets scheduled post 10 days. For how many of you the position goes on hold? For how many of you the HR comes back day after day with the reply that the management is traveling? For how many of you the interview keeps getting rescheduled again and again? All these are signs that currently the position for which you are appearing is not on top priority. So you better start scouting for other roles to build your pipeline. Thanks everyone. Have a nice day ahead.